Hello there, I'm another dev. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create HTML presentation decks. Take your communication with your team, with other devs, with clients to another level. It takes minutes, to be perfectly honest. Here's one that I put together for an app that I've built. Put together a 10-page deck in about, well, this video lasts about 20 minutes. So it take about 10 minutes. This video shows you how the process works from start to finish. So stick with me, and by the end of it, you'll have the ability to create HTML decks and then convert them to PDFs if you need to send them to people. The Git repo for this is in the description, and run wild with it. Enjoy. Today I want to talk about communication. So a big part of my work, and an even bigger part now, to be perfectly honest, and also, many of us who work as devs, is communicating to other people in the team who don't necessarily have our experience. So now and again, we come across, now and again, I say this all the time, we come across, high level concepts, stuff that is kind of quite opaque to someone who isn't experienced in what we do, and we have to kind of communicate that to them, whether it's a client, whether it's someone from client services, a project manager, other devs. And since working with like AI, Claude Code, I've found concepts are getting even more abstract and getting even more difficult to understand, even for myself, because I'm not always necessarily doing all of the groundwork like I would. Say, for example, writing a tech spec or a presentation for a client or a pitch. In the old days, would write every line of every slide or every line of that tech spec, and I'd do it in Word and I'd type away, and in the end I'd come out with a 10-page document. And because I've fed into it, I've got like a really high level understanding of it. Let's be honest, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm explaining my concept, whether I'm dictating it or grabbing references. I'm explaining my concept to an AI, and then the AI is giving me back the tech spec, for example, or the presentation. The concept I've come up with is that I use Claude Code to not only explain high-level concepts to my colleagues, so example tech specs, I also use Claude Code to create HTML decks to explain things to me before it goes there. So it gives me a working document that I can then interrogate and read through and understand, because I'm a very visual sort of learner. I'm a very tactile learner. I can't read very well. I'm an audiobook type of person. I'm a slide deck type of person. I'm a conversational learner. I learn from interaction. And I find that reading prompts back is difficult. I find reading off a black and white screen is difficult. What I'm about to show you has completely revolutionised that for me in terms of being able to understand things. So what have I created? Well, I've created a deck building tool, and it builds things out of HTML. And obviously, using Claude Code to do this, you can do it really quickly. And I've got a kind of a way of working with regards to this. So what I've put together is a kind of a light version of my entire stack. So I'll just show you where this comes from. I built a app around this concept. So this controls the actual visibility of decks, whether they're password protected, what kind of tenant they're in, and all that type of stuff. So say, for example, this deck here, which is a public deck. I'll show you the standard of what it can actually produce. So this was a deck that I created for my team to explain how I use Claude Code, which is quite a difficult thing to explain. So I was able to come up with 8 slides, how I create tech approaches, how I create tech specs. And as you can see, it looks really nice. It's in the style of our company sort of deck styling. And obviously all of this is just HTML. It's just a HTML website. So what you'll be able to do with this is create all the decks and follow my concept for creating decks. But also, if you wanted to, there's a public folder here. You could deploy this to Vercel and you could get links. I do have in this, though, which is really useful, a create PDF skill. So once you've created these once I've gone through and created decks, I can actually build a PDF out of these decks, so you get a flat version once you're happy with it. There's more information on the README and in the GitHub repo, which I'll share in the description. So, right, how do I use this? So I've got a few different areas. So I've got my Claude skills, which I've got a building deck skill, created a PDF skill, and then a deck component skill, and a way of editing the decks. So that's when I kind of go back in and out and make these things kind of come to life bit by bit. So I always start with my workbench, and this is just a dumping ground for kind of projects. So I would create a project folder in here. So we'll create a project. We'll create a new project for something else that I work on. So I've created an app for tracking grassroots football. So we'll go with that, because this is an app that I'll say, for example, I want to explain what this app does to a client, and we'll see if we can put something together. So I'll just put this URL in here. By the way, this is a working app, so if there's any football coaches out there that run grassroots teams, I use it for my son's team. I've used it all season, and what it's actually come up with at the end of logging match events all season is phenomenal, really. I love this. I love what I've been able to do with this. So just built our Nuxt and Superbase in the background, like always with my stuff. So right, where am I at with it? I'll just close this one. So what I want to do is, I first of all want Claude to help create the base material for the presentation. So I'll just create another folder in here. I won't send these folders to GitHub, by the way. I'll ignore them. So we'll call it a TrackBack introduction. Okay, so as I say, base materials. Well, what does Claude like to work from? MD files. So what I would get Claude to do is go away and do some research for me. And you can write scripts to go and do this. I've shown other videos where I've written scripts to actually go crawl and scrape HTML and stuff. But for this video, what I'll do is I'll just prompt Claude, and it can use WebFetch to go away and just do some research on this URL, basically read it and tell and what it does. But what I also can do is, because this is actually, I've got a bit of a cheat really, because I've built this app, I've got a folder that it can look at what's got the app in, and it can read all the functionality from that. So I'll set it going with that. So I'll start with hello. Yeah, this is important. The assumptions log when doing anything like this is really important, because it will make assumptions, and I need to know what those are. So it'll right, I'll send it to where? Okay, so it's doing both things that I asked it to do here. It's checking the actual TrackBack directory, and it's going to fetch the content off the website. So it should give it enough for, you know, a fair bit of detail on this deck. It's reading the features MD that I've already got in my actual app repo. Rich material. Let me check the homepage for actual fonts, visual treatments. So I'm just going to prompt it to say, actually check the Tailwind. So there's the Tailwind, it's built in Tailwind, so it could look at the Tailwind config in the app, and it could actually come up with a better set of styles for it. Okay, first thing it's creating is a research MD. So while it's doing the rest, it's created a new folder, never mind. So it's picked up, yeah, a mobile first PWA for grassroots and semi-pro football coaches. Yeah, I suppose it could be used for that. Okay, so it's also created a assumptions log. Yeah, most of these assumptions are okay. Branding choices, style override. Right, so what I'll do is, I won't necessarily need to go every game, every effort, so it's picked up the tagline. Yeah. Text only, no screenshots. So yeah, it's really basic at this point, but as I say, you can build. Now it's going to utilize from the research and assumptions. It's going to build. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's just checking, want me to build a deck. It looks all okay. I'm interested to see if it's properly read the styles. Yeah, so the app itself, you can sign up for free, trackback.club, and when you're on the touchline on game day as a coach, as a manager, you basically log in events. So, you know, one of the lads has a shot, you can log the shot, the person who passed him the ball for the shot, or hair. If you're monitoring a girls team, I do them with daughter's team as well. And also like the pass before the assist. Then over the course of a season, you're not just logging goal scorers and assists and all the top level data. You're actually logging much deeper things like tackles, saves. It's real quick to do. Through the course of a season, you end up with loads of great data. I've got the presentation in a week, and I've got stats. It's like a Premier League club. It's brilliant. So they'll be blown away. And obviously, I can use Claude to do a deck, can't I, on all the stats, what they've kind of achieved throughout the season. Because you found out basically little Freddie who plays in midfield is setting everyone up every week. But you only as a grassroots coach. I know I'm sort of it's thinking, so I'm kind of digressing. But if any of you are interested in this, you find that the kids are properly rewarded for their efforts. Goalkeepers, you log every save, whether it was a good save, whether it was a simple save, things like that. So anyway, that was a little bit of a digression there. I'll put the link in the description. I've basically sponsored my own video there, haven't I? Okay, so what it's doing now is it's written the deck to public folder, and it's telling me that I can open XDG and it'll ping up. Oh, it's good. I'll just pull it over. So there's the website, the fonts. This is the deck it's created. Forward and backwards, a little bit off the arrows, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know where the blues come from on the little dot, but we can fix it. So every game, every effort's got the tagline: simple, reliable way to run a football team across the season without admin headache. Yeah, I mean, it's read into it because it does other things as well. Obviously, it does availability. You can log your squad in it and pick formations, all that type of stuff. So essentially, what I'm looking for here is, has it picked up the right styles? Has it got the right tone? Yeah, it's good. As you can see, it's kind of like, looks like a deck. It's nice. Doesn't look like AI slop because it doesn't come from AI slop. Like the website itself made sure it didn't look like AI slop, so this doesn't look like AI slop. Line up live report, yeah, good. So it does fixtures, training, you log training sessions and effort. So that's the idea of it all. And kids get to unlock achievements throughout the season for turning up for training. And then it calculates XG. So I put a little algorithm in there to work out shots versus conversion ratio. Permanent record of the season your team just had. Yep. So each season gets logged. The pricing, free forever if you are companion on a subscription, but if they want to pay, it's $19 forever. One app, different views for different people. So yeah, so the head coach gets something different from assistants, will get something different from parents and players. So it's picked up pretty much everything. It's put a link at the end. Perfect. Well, that's a pretty good demo, to be honest, of what's possible. Right, so now to finish off, let's create a PDF version and see how it compares. So this is the one that you probably emailed to someone, you know what I mean? So it should run the script. I might have to yarn install. So I'll just yarn install so it can run. Just wait till that's finished and then I'll tell it. There we go. There we go. PDF. Ping. So it's just that, I mean, obviously we can be more descriptive and say like remove the navigation from it. But you can get the gist of what it's going to do page by page, and you can end up with a PDF version. So what I'll do is I'll put this on GitHub. Feel free to star the repo, fork it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content, and obviously please give me a like, comment. I love the interaction. Obviously it helps promote the video if this was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.